is the end goal of teaching? Is it just information transfer? Is it just information transfer, or is it a life change? And I think for most of us, it's a life change. We want to see people's lives changed. But if it's just an information transfer, then we could just leave it up to Google and call it good. So for me, it's really important that I develop something with the end in mind. Like I develop a goal, or I develop something that I want to see and then work backwards from there. So for me, teaching is about equipping people for life change. I want to give people information and then give them application. So number one, information, I want to give them something that they'll remember and make it memorable. So I'll do whatever it takes to get people to a place to where they can completely understand something. So depending on how much time I have, that means my points are one, two. Most likely it's going to be 1 point that I can really drive home. And then the second thing is that application. I want to give them something to go and do with the information that they have, because that's what's going to lead to that life change. Again, my teaching philosophy is equipping people for life change. So it's not just a transfer of information, because I want to be better than Google. I feel like the Lord has called me to be better than just transferring information about this or about that. And we're dealing with God's word, so it is alive and it's breathing and it's sharper than any two-edged sword, cutting through bone and marrow. And if we are dealing with something like that, that is something that can change somebody's life if it's applied. And I think it's important for us as teachers to know what our end result is. What do we want our end result to be? Because if we have the proper end result, then we'll have the proper vehicle to get to that end result. And it's so important that we teach for application. We teach for life change. We teach for equipping, not just for information. Because if information was enough, then Google would be the ultimate source. So I believe that the Lord uses us to be the ultimate source, to teach, so that other people can receive from the Lord, receive from His Word, but not only receive information, but to receive life application.